Welcome back, everyone, to episode 21 of the US series. And let's start off by checking our inflation rate, which is 2.45%. So we're roughly 45 basis points away from our goal. And let's check our debt. We have 104 billion as a surplus, and we're almost back to our complete AAA credit rating, where you can see at the beginning of the series we had AAA, AA, AAA, and triple B. So we're almost at a perfect credit rating again, and we'll be working on that. We're working slowly towards that. The debt, however, is still rather high. We've only managed to shave off under $1 trillion. So we are going to work on part of that. And to start things off, we're going to start building some more oil wells. And we're going to do that in Alaska. Alaska is rich in oil and natural gas. So we're going to do both. So it's right in this area for the shale oil. I'm going to do a couple more. I'm looking for very good. Alright, so that's very good right there. And one more for the shale oil. So next we're going to do the gas wells. Alright, and the last one. Alright, so we're done with Alaska. And we're going to do the same thing in Illinois also. So this area is pretty rich in oil and natural gas. So we really want to shoot for energy independence. And after this, we're going to bump up our fuel production. Do one more. And same thing, we're going to build some gas wells too. Alright, so we're done with the oil and gas wells. And let's just take a look at see how we're doing in the market. Let's check oil first. So we are actually dominating the oil market, and this price actually came down. I believe it was $12.68 at the beginning of the series. We're more than meeting our demand, and the trade balance is actually going up in our favor. And sales are going up. Average sales price is going up. So we're doing well in oil. And natural gas, we're doing even better than oil. So production has kind of flatlined a little, but we're more than meeting our demand. Trade balance up, sales up. Average price has starting to flatten out, and the same with the sale price. So that's pretty good.
This pristine snow is the setting in which these athletes will now shine, whose soul aspires to nothing more than to surpass their individual limits. I wish them good luck in representing their nation with a fair play spirit and in reaching the highest steps of the podium. I declare open the Olympic Winter Games.
Alright, do we want to congratulate him? Yeah, they like us. Well, I'm more worried about my economy than my CO2 emissions.
Well, this type of event is absolutely essential for our citizens. Since the dawn of humanity, people have had the need to ease the burdens of everyday life and to be entertained. We should have only art and culture in our city's center, because they serve this goal. It's what makes this city so rich and vibrant.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, so we sabotaged Iran's space center. So that should set them back a
Our
little.
great director won the prize for Best Foreign Film. It is an important day for our national cinema and our cultural policy.
Alright, let's go to fuel. And want to bump up production. So we're going to increase this to 42 billion. So we're moving more towards energy independence. And let's work on a little bit of infrastructure. So we already have a Hyperloop being built between Atlanta and Memphis. The other plan is from Dallas to Memphis and possibly Memphis to St. Louis to Chicago. And the other plan is to maybe start replacing some of the high-speed rail with the Hyperloop. Still undecided on everything along the East Coast. Already have one from Buffalo to Toronto. So we may do one from, let me see, how many people in Pittsburgh? Just under 300,000. Harrisburg only 50,000. Philly 1.5 million. So we'll probably do one from, actually, already have one. Completely forgot about that. So we can dismantle the high-speed rail. Alright, let's just be on the safe side and make sure I'm hitting the right one. So we'll go ahead and dismantle that. So that'll be complete in 2 months. Alright, we'll accept.
Our scientific cell infiltrated an important research center.
Now, I actually need to step up spying on Russia and China to try to get the hypersonic missiles technology from them.
Many people are left in the
Alright, next thing, oh, I didn't do what I said I was gonna do. So let's do the Hyperloop from Dallas to Memphis. That's going to cost us 30 billion. It's going to be more than that because we don't want 31 months. We could deal with 10 months. Alright, so that should help with tourism. let's check our energy plants. So we're going to do more nuclear fusion plants. So we'll put one... We'll put one right there. And we'll do another one. I'll place it right there. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is still want to bring crime down a little more than what we have. In 3 years, got it down to almost 2%. So let's check to see how many prisons we're building. So let's do another 500. We already have 1,000 being built. We're going to add an additional 500 onto that. And I'm not going to add any more to that.
This day will go down in history. Our country has won the most Olympic medals. It's fantastic. We have absolutely dominated the podiums.
Alright, now let's deal with some national security issues. Let's see. Alright. So that's fine. We're maxed out with cybersecurity. But let's hire another 10,000 cyber analysts. And let's step up counterintelligence. Now we're not going to take that guy out.
Work is finally over, and the inauguration will take place during the next few weeks.
Alright, let's add 4 billion to that. So it looks like okay, our naval base is complete. What section is this? Queensland. So that's what we're going to name this base. Alright, so we can let's send 3 of those cruisers to that base. We have more modern ones that's being built, and they should be done pretty soon, so they'll be transported there automatically. Alright, and alright, we still have the new aircraft carrier. So we also have a level 4 nuclear submarine that's being built that's going to go right to Pearl Harbor. So now let's look at our unemployment rate. So we can boost our production by increasing the work hours. It's not going to be the most popular. I'm not going to be able to get 40 hours, so 38 will be fine for now. And we will call this the Golan Labor Act. And I'm going to increase the wages. And lower the current status. And we're going to bring that down to 8.7. Trying to cut some money. Same here. Do 15.5. Let's double check. Alright, so that's going to pass. It's not the most popular, because I'm cutting unemployment benefits. Alright, Saudi Arabia's government is secretly financing Chinese mafia terrorists which attacked Taiwan. We're not going to do anything with that. Alright, so it appears yeah, it appears Somalia is winning this. So we're not going to get militarily involved. I was thinking about it, but really it plummets my approval rating by a lot. And what was killing my approval rating was there's one guy that keeps there's one guy that was going on a hunger strike, and that was just, my numbers went from 100% approval down to like 50 something, and it still kept going down. So
Emotion competes with pride when I look at this building. Before us stands the expression of our national genius. Yes, let us not mince words. This is a sacred fire which stimulates our architect's vision and drives the passion of our building professionals.
alright, so alright, China can clone organs. Alright, so let's go to service. And urban transportation. We don't have enough of that. So we're gonna bump that up to 3 billion. And let's deal with some farming. So cereals, gonna bump that up to 10.5. Fishing, we're gonna make this 5 billion. And let's see, potatoes, less than 6. We're gonna bump that up to 8. Same for vegetables. Bump that up to 18 billion. Do we really want to hold on to wine? That's going to give us 125 billion. 97% approval. I'm gonna hold off with that. Let's see. Grapes. Where are we with grapes? So let's bump that up by 2 billion.
Our network has obtained intelligence, data, and passwords on the principal platforms of the nation. We're finally ready to launch a cyber attack.
Incredible! The first prize, can you believe?
This person is at risk of a scandal, given your...
Alright, so let's check with the Secret Service. I think I'm just going to cut aid to Somalia. We're giving them 500 million. We're going to cut that completely.
Your politics are on the right track.
Our governmental cell informs me that it has had the opportunity to approach this potential.
Alright, and... Alright, so our nuclear submarine just got delivered to Pearl Harbor. Let's see. So Afghanistan, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to remove the agents from there. 12,000 troops isn't going to pose much of a problem for us, so we're going to cut them, and we're going to place the other 25 in. I'm going to place them in Somalia.
The team encountered a factor 10 disturbance hazard, which led to a mission abort. Nevertheless, we couldn't possibly qualify this setback as disastrous, in the strictest sense of the term, since no risk of leak is to be feared.
Alright, so we still have our top agent in Iran. Alright, let's try to get rid of the Chinese mafia. We got rid of the other groups. Syria, we're gonna refuse. Alright, let's check our paper. Alright, so nothing of interest. Oh, what is this? Plague in Solomon Islands? Alright, let's give them aid. We'll give them 5 million. We're not gonna do that. Alright, so my organization hasn't gone anywhere, but I think I know the problem. The amount that the other countries have to contribute, I think it's too high. Yeah, 1%. I don't think those countries can actually make that, with the exception of India. So maybe the next episode or in between episodes I'll redo that and make it 0.5 and see what happens from that. So let's look at some of our military equipment. So we have 2 level 2 tanks. We're gonna get rid of those. And about these anti-missile batteries. So, how long would it take for 138 billion? And that would be September. Alright, so let's do 25. Yeah, we'll do 25.
The package has been delivered. The packages...
Our infiltrated agents had the chance to carry out a sabotage operation. A sort of Bulgarian opening, if you'll...
I think you're doing a good job.
Alright, so we're almost at the end of the quarter, so I'll end this episode once that is complete. So, again, let's go back to our equipment and see what else we can replace. Alright, so we can produce 136 in a year. That's only going to cost us 1.3 billion, and that'll be ready in September.
The terrorist organization has nodded off.
Alright, so that's going to be complete. Let's put them in Alaska. Alright, the Congo, we'll go ahead and accept. Alright, so 25. And we'll dismantle 25. Alright, so where do we want these cannons to go? Yeah, we'll put them in Camp Humphreys. Alright, so that's been approved. It's 12 billion.
Our infiltrated agents had the chance to carry out a sabotage operation. A sort of Bulgarian opening, if you'll allow me the analogy.
Alright, we'll go ahead and approve that.
The vote was held and the reform was adopted.
Alright, so we have 125 billion in our treasury reserve. 33. Let's see who we can pay off. Let's just pay off the UK. Alright, so 88. Let's pay off Sweden. Let's pay off Saudi Arabia. I have 64 billion left. Let's pay off Luxembourg. Okay, so we used all of that up. Cloning. We're gonna keep that to ourselves. Alright, so the cannons were approved.
The jokes of the humorist become painful. He makes fun of you in terms beyond caricature, and frankly attacks the very dignity of your function. His sarcasm is commented on in bars and even in recreation yards. Our agents had to abort.
Alright, so let's see who this is that's making fun of us. It's probably the guy I had thrown in jail. Yep, Brett Boykin. So let's go to key figures, artists. under surveillance. Alright, let's go to artists. Alright, so we do have him. Swindling. Alright, so yeah, we had him thrown in jail for 18 months because of what he was involved in. So just be patient enough to find something else on him. So I think I'm going to end this episode. So guys can click the like, and I will see you soon.